Hello and welcome to Friday Night Chats. Today we have three very special guests along with myself, Natalie Doyle. We've got...
Hello, I'm Ollie Norman.
I'm Izzie Miller.
I'm Hazel Shanley.
So guys, you all sit on the HSF. What is that?
So HSF stands for the Hall Students Federation. It's all the section heads of every single section, so social, treasury, action, rag, etc.
Media.
And media, that was included in the etc. Thank you very much, Oliver Norman. And all of the hall chairs, plus the president and the vice presidents of the executive. And we make sure everything's running smoothly.
So Hazel, you're on the HSF as the Holt Hall chair, yeah?
Yeah.
So what's happening in the Holt at the moment?
Not much, just being non-existent, you wouldn't expect much to happen,
So
really.
can you give our viewers an actual description of where the hell the Holt is?
You walk off campus that way, down Ashley Drive, cross the road, you see Toby Corbury, and then beyond Toby Corbury is the Holt.
What I just heard was Leicester, but...
I didn't understand any of it. So we're right there.
All I heard was off campus and then keep on walking.
Yeah, off campus, but not into town.
Not the good off campus.
To be fair, I've seen the Holt, and to be fair, it's one of the prettiest halls. Like,
It is.
your Harry French, like,
Harry French is
opening
ugly.
is great, but the whole of the Holt is very old, and the stairs, my goodness.
I'm just saying, exec president lived there.
For 1 year.
Did he?
Yeah.
Who's the exec president?
Rahul.
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 That was Scout.
That accent.
Rahuel. Rahul.
Is it my accent?
I've got really into Room 101. We should do a Room 101. Have you ever watched it? Okay, right. If you've ever seen Room 101, it's like amazing. It's really funny. This guy, I can't remember his name. He's a presenter. Because every
Frank
show is a
Skinner.
Thank you. And he invites 3 celebrities onto the show, and they have to present something that they find extremely annoying and that should be just put away forever. So we have everything from
Being late.
being late. There was the guy from the Beatles,
Paul McCartney.
Paul McCartney. People who don't like Paul
Someone
McCartney.
put bar stools on them. Question, as a paradox, what happens if you put room 101?
In
In
Room
Room
101.
But I like Room 101, so
What
I'm
happens
going
to
to
all
do
the
that.
things in room 101?
They all get released into the world again.
I can't cope.
Oh my
I
Christ.
can't cope.
Oh my Christ!
Natalie, this is your show, get control.
It's alright, the whole point is there is no control. So if you guys were to put something in Room 101, what do you think you would actually put in?
Oh. If I had to put something in room 101, what would I put in?
Well, I've got one.
Go on then.
Brexit.
Political.
Brexit. We're putting Brexit in room 101.
Not about Brexit. Fair enough, you know, we value all political opinions at LSU. Just
No, I put lateness in room 101.
okay. You know, like people being late.
Unexcused lateness. If you set off with like an hour to go and it takes you half an hour and you get stuck in traffic, that's absolutely fine. But if you're like late for no reason, I don't like lateness.
I feel like I've been preparing for this question for a long time and I can't think.
Can't think of one. I'd put catered potatoes in Room 101.
Catered food, just generally.
Catered potatoes? What, potatoes that are being catered for?
No, like catered hall potatoes, because they're the only carbs they really offer, but they're never good. Like,
Someone saw my meme on Tower posted.
Can I do a shout out for the salmon? Salmon and catered halls.
Shout out to the salmon.
So Hazel, Northern Society is now a thing that's happening. There's been a lot of controversy about it on social media. Do you want to take a stand? Where do you sit? Because for those who don't know, Hazel is also on Northern Society committee.
I should have been chair, as I am the most northern.
Did you get wrong by 1 vote?
I actually know, because chair had already been set. I applied for vice, didn't get vice, and then got made event sick.
Is there a Scottish society?
There's not. You could be the chair of Scottish
Do you
Society.
know Scottish people here?
That's why you're in our society. That's why you're in the Northern
I actually
Society.
don't know any other Scottish people here apart from you. That's bad. Oh, that's bad. I know a lot of Welsh people at Loughborough though.
There are. Why is there no Welsh Society?
There should be a Welsh
You're
society.
like a Celtic society, like Scotland, Ireland, Wales.
Yeah, because there's not an Irish society either. There's an Irish dancing society,
See,
but
I'm just not good with accents, so I just can't tell.
I was so sure you were about to try one.
yeah. Can you try an accent for us? Yeah, do Hazel.
Hazel, say something that we can copy.
Oh, let me think. What's really Scottish?
Haggis. Say
Haggis.
So, Hazel, can you say freedom?
Freedom!
Who's done?
No, the most famous Scottish person, Shrek. Go on, Hazel, do the Shrek one. Do the Shrek one.
Okay. You're going the right way for a smacked bottom.
You were late to one of your first HSF meetings, weren't you? And then we asked everyone to do a song, but instead you did a Shrek impression. I remember that very clearly.
I remember I asked for requests because I didn't know, and then you said, was it 500 miles by the Proclaimers? And I was like, crap, I don't actually know the words to the actual lyrics.
You don't know the words to your own national anthem.
I know the chorus. That was in our sing-off lyrics.
So I was going to say, because I know Wonderwall, the national anthem of the North, so...
What's the Midlands?
Are there any... What bands are from the Midlands?
What is the Midlands?
Are there any Midlands bands?
No.
Oh, Leicester, Kasabian.
Fair.
Nailed it.
Yeah.
I'm happy with
You heard it here first, guys. Kasabian, we're from Leicester.
Freedom!
Told you.
Anyway, what would you like the next time?
Take a
You go
lace.
to Claudia Parsons.
But I'm never to take. Okay, I'm ready.
So, we've got the new hall on campus that's now recruiting. So
Half a new hall.
half a new hall on campus, which is now recruiting for some sort of all-star committee. Are we allowed to call it that? I don't know.
I wouldn't call it an all-star committee. I'd say it's anyone who can apply, anyone who wants to apply can apply, and they will be judged equally on as everyone else who has 3 levels of experience, who has 8 levels of experience, who has no levels of experience. So anyone can apply at all. It will literally be who comes across best in an interview will get the job.
So, what's your favourite memory from your freshers?
Our own freshers.
Yeah, your own freshers. I know it's donkeys years ago for some, but
My freshers was 2015.
I was doing my AS level.
One of our current exec members was actually my fresher helper. Good old Stu, sat behind the camera. He was one of my fresher helpers. 'Cause that's how old we are. 2015. What was our best memory? I'll tell you what. We had a very good. We had good weather that year. We had I don't know if Stu remembers. We had a 4-pronged marquee set up outside, and it didn't rain at all, and we were outside every time. And when we had HF games, like the Hunger Games, was our fresher theme, and we did a Hunger Games night where each block got eliminated one by one until there was one left, and we had like boat races, and then we had like egg and spoon races and stuff like that. And that was a good way to kind of create competition and get to know people in other blocks. So that's got to be up there.
Oh, we've got a special guest who's just walked into the studio. We've got Folkeg's Hall Chair, Luke Wheeler. Woo! Yeah, woo!
Me.
It's Folkeg.
Folkeg.
Hello, Folkeg.
Hi, Folkeg.
Hi, Mr. Folkeg.
Hi, Egg.
Hi.
Wheeler Hall Chair.
Hot Wheels.
Hi. Great.
So, please tell us your favourite story from your freshers.
Okay, I've got it. You won't be able to relate to this, but before I arrived, I watched some videos about Folkeg, and in one, it was the accommodation video that's done every 4 or 5 years or so. And George Buick, the then vice chair, was cooking burgers on a barbecue and threw a well-cooked burger to George Etherington, who went with a bun and caught it so pristinely as though it was the first time, it was probably the 6th, and just went, "Thanks, Buick," and started eating it.
Thank you for tuning in to FNC. We've had some really good chat tonight. So, from us, goodbye.
Goodbye.
That's it.
Bye. So long.
Farewell.
Are we going to say goodnight?
Yeah, bye. That'll do. I don't care.
I am.
Has gone
To bed and so must I.